Let me just preface this video by saying I am not a bass fisherman. I'm a multi-species fisherman. I've caught 68 species of fish as of filming this. I get bored if I target one species for more than like 2 days. So I am not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to bass fishing, but that's what we're gonna be doing today. There's this little pump right here, this water pump, underwater. There's 2 of them actually. And this gets turned on every day, usually around 9:30, 10 o'clock. And when that happens, you will literally see like 100 bass just sitting right in front of it. I was here yesterday and I wanted to fish for them, but I counted 10 people all like right here, and they were all pretty much fishing right here, crossing each other's lines and stuff. It was a mess. I totally forgot it was President's Day yesterday. So today should be different. It is Tuesday. I don't really see anybody else here fishing, so we should be able to get on some. I already saw a couple koi come up and then like a dozen bass for a second. I don't know where they're at right now, but they seem to be circling around, waiting for this thing to turn on. And then once this turns on, they just stick here and they won't move. We're gonna have to wait till it turns on to like probably get on a serious bite or really seriously know where the bass are at. But in the meantime, I'm gonna just throw around and try to fish for them. You guys know how I am. I'm always passively and actively fishing at the same time. I did not bring minnows today because I've been doing minnows a lot and kind of getting bored of them. I do have a worm that I'm just gonna throw out and sink because we got a chance at a koi, a catfish, all that kind of cool stuff. But I'll be throwing around a drop shot. I'll be throwing around probably some crankbaits, jerk baits, some craws for sure. I got some cool stuff. So let me show you like the main stuff we'll be using today. We've got margarita mutilator, robo worms, and then we've got some Z-Man basic green pumpkin craws. I'll be throwing that on a Ned rig. We'll get these tied up. I got 3 rods today. I got my bait caster, my 2 normal rods. Bait caster I'll probably be using for some of the heavier jerk bait, crankbait, stuff like that. I don't know if I'll be able to throw any of those finesse stuff on there. So we can get these set up. Even if I'm gonna be actively fishing artificials all day. Me personally, I just like having some kind of bait out there because like I said at the beginning, I don't just target one species usually. And throwing around robo worms and stuff are probably just gonna get bass. But having a worm out there, got a chance at some cool stuff. So I'm gonna put this back here. And this is pretty much ready to go. Just a little like size 4 octopus hook. And then we got some good old classic night crawlers. I'm gonna actually leave a whole night crawler on here. I'm not gonna be like monitoring it or doing anything like that, so I want it to kind of stay alive. Cutting half of it, it's probably gonna be alive for 10 minutes before I gotta switch it. Okay. Weightless crawler. It's about the size of the robo worms we're gonna be throwing. I am definitely trying to do more artificial stuff on my channel. In due time, I will get better at them. I'm not an experienced fisherman. I've really only been fishing for a couple of years. Actually, I wouldn't say I'm not an experienced fisherman. I'm just, there are fields of fishing like bass fishing and stuff that it's just so out of my realm of knowledge. I just know the basics pretty much. It'd be cool if we catch a koi. I know koi will definitely eat worms. So I've got some octopus hooks. It's about as close as I could get to a drop shot hook. Oh, there's a koi right there, dude. Oh my gosh, that's such a cool fish. Oh, there's all the bass. All the bass just showed up. All right, let's get this tied up quick. Let's get this tied up quick. All right, let's get one of these robo worms on. There's a couple ways people hook these in the drop shot. This is my noob drop shot setup. So octopus hook with the robo worm, a little drop shot weight on the bottom. Oh my gosh, there's so many bass. We're gonna cast a little bit out there. I can't really see them that well because the sun is kind of reflecting off the water. We're just kind of gonna pop this gently. Oh, I think our worm just got tapped. Man, I need to invest in some polarized sunglasses. They circle around. I've seen them circle around about 3-4 times now. They show up here, wait for about 10 seconds, and then they leave. Think we can pluck this guy off right here? Dude, the koi just looked at the worm. He said, no thanks. He actually looked at it for a second though. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. We got something. We got something. We got something on the worm. On the actual worm. I have no idea. I think it's a koi. It's a koi, dude. It's a koi. Yeah, it's some super cool looking ghost carp. See, told you. This is why we got the worm out, because it's not just gonna be bass and stuff. Total possibility of some koi, and oh my goodness, some other cool fish. Oh yeah, dude, that is a beautiful fish. That is a beautiful ghost carp. He is shaking like crazy. He's trying to get that hook out. Oh man, worm buddy. Now we got bass chasing him. Oh dude, this is what I'm talking about. Multi-species do that hard. I know we're filming a bass video, but gotta have the worm out for the potential stuff like this. And like I said, that once that pump turns on, it's gonna be game over for the bass. Right now, while that pump's not on, they don't look like they're feeding much, but I know these guys are. This is hybrid between a koi and a common. It's that very distinct line on top of the head, and then that kind of like V-shaped above the eyes. That is a very cool ghost carp. I'm trying my best to get some underwater releases with the new GoPro, but I'm just not the greatest at it. They did not look great last time. Hopefully that one looked better. Oh, there's a bunch of bass right here. There's a bunch of bass right here. Just throw that worm back out there. Where's my robo worm? Where's my robo worm? Well, we're on the board. Skunk's off. I don't care if it's a bluegill. Taking the skunk off is taking the skunk off. And just like that, they're gone, dude. I'm telling you, they circle around, a bunch of them. They circle around and they're like, is the pump on? No? Okay, bye. And then they're gone. Real quick, if y'all are new here and want to help out, my goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're freaking flying right now on YouTube, and it's all thanks to you guys subscribing. So anyone who's new here, hit that subscribe button. It'll mean the world to me. Let's get back to fishing. Oh my gosh, there's a fish. Throwing around this freaking Lucky Craft for a second. Oh, I think that's a bass, and I think it's a nice one. I was throwing around the Lucky Craft for like 2 seconds, got tangled in my line. Of course, a freaking bass comes by. Hold up. Do we need the net? Ooh, nice, dude. Well, first bass on the board. Not a bad little bass. I mean, he's not very big, but he's got some girth on him for his size, so we will take that. Our underwater release gonna be any better? Goodbye, fish. Sweet. Yeah, I was on a worm out there. Well, with a bunch of night crawlers in there and now having caught 2 fish on this one worm, I think it's time to refresh. I promise you guys, we're gonna get on an artificial bite here. I'm gonna keep trying to throw that Lucky Craft around. Maybe that's the move until that thing turns on, then we'll throw that drop shot. Get some craws down there. Well, there's a bunch of them up there. What? Oh, since when? And somebody's calling me? Hold up. Some random number? Yeah, no thanks. Dude, we've taken 1 cast with the Lucky Craft since tossing this in. This does not feel like a bass. This feels like, it's a bass. Okay. All right, we're done with the worm. It's gonna become stupid here in 2 seconds. I can already feel it. Just had to get some fish out the way. I kind of wanted to challenge myself a little more today and catch some fish on some artificials, using some methods that I haven't done before. Another nice little chunker. I'm gonna keep doing this till I get at least one good video of an underwater release. That one's gotta be good, come on. That one's gotta be good. No more worm, screw the worms. I'm just putting a lid on it, literally, and tacking that rod up. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie a craw on that rod, and so then we can switch between the drop shot craw and the jerk bait quickly. I think that's the strat. Couple bass and a koi. Yeah. Going good so far. I lied. It was a ghost. Oopsie. Okay, Z-Man. TRD craw. Green pumpkin. Cool. And that's what we are working with there. Slow dragging, that's gonna be the way to go. Maybe a couple pops here and there. Right there, yep, right there. Right there, baby. Slow dragging the craw on the bottom. Oh yeah, oh yeah. 4-pound line. Let's see if we can get another one right now, because there's literally 100 chilling right in front of this pump now. I think the pump should be turning on soon, because it seems like they know that. Like they're used to the circadian rhythm or whatever it is. We're not gonna get an underwater release. Oh, okay. Craw seemed to do the trick. He did rip off one of its claws, but it's not super unnatural for a craw to be missing a claw. Just slow dragging. That's all I did. No pops, nothing. Just slow dragging on the bottom. Right there, back-to-back cast, dude. Back-to-back cast. Slow dragging a craw. Slow dragging a craw, man. All right, we figured him out. Jerkbait, not today. Maybe later. We will give the jerkbait another try. Robo worm, wasn't really doing it. Slow dragging the craw on the bottom, boom. Well, I'm gonna shut the cameras off and hang out for a second, because I don't want this video to end before the freaking pump even turns on. When that pump's on, I'll see you guys then. Well, it has been over 2 hours since I turned the cameras off. Spillway's not on. I don't think it's gonna turn on. If it does, then cool, but I'm not gonna sit here and wait for it to happen anymore. So we're going back to our original strat. I mean, the fish are still stacked up in here like crazy. I don't know how the bite's gonna be now that I've just literally waited 2 hours during peak time. So I will be throwing a worm back out to double our chances, since we're probably not in the window anymore. The koi are going crazy. They are everywhere. So if we catch some koi, cool. Catch some bass, cool. Catch nothing, whatever. Waited for nothing, it appears. Bass are still everywhere. I mean, like literally. It doesn't change how stacked they are. I just thought the water was gonna keep them in the area, but it seems like they're kind of staying in the area now. So I'm gonna try with the drop shot, since I caught a few on the craw. Maybe we'll try the crankbait or the jerkbait, but I'm thinking this late in the day, they're probably not gonna want something that moves that much. It is still winter after all. There's a koi swimming by right now. Maybe the koi will eat my worm. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, on the drop shot. I was about to set my rod down on the drop shot. Oh my gosh, I was about to set my rod down because it looked like my worm got bit. We might have one on the worm too. Or you know what we got? There's no chance. Bro, he has both of my baits in his mouth. He literally has the worm down down his throat, and he has a drop shot in his mouth. I'm not joking you. Look at this. I just caught this fish on both my rods. I've literally never done that before. I was wondering why my rod with my other line's moving. It's because this dude freaking ate both baits. All right, well, never mind. Maybe the fish are active. Holy cow. I didn't even see a bite on the worm. He must have just like gulped it and then went straight for the drop shot. Drop shot out? Look at that, the line's still in there. That just got us like way down there. Oh, I see it now. I can get that out. Look at that. Worm just came out of his throat. That is not a joke. This fish literally just ate both my baits. He bit both of them. That is insane, dude. Holy cow. Well, that explains why my rod was... This rod was moving. Oh my gosh. I've never done that, and I don't know if I'll ever do that again. That is just what a crazy... The same bass. There's hundreds of bass in here. The same bass ate both of these, dude. Well, if it ends up being on fire, I'll stop with the worm again. I was kind of just doing the worm as like a security thing. A way to kind of guarantee a bite, but... If the bite goes crazy, then there's really no need for this worm. Wow. That is the dumbest thing I have ever done in my life. That is just crazy. Well, drop shot. That's my first drop shot fish on video. Same freaking bass ate both, dude. That is next level stupid. Unbelievable. Oh, I just missed him. I saw him flare on it too. Okay. All right, screw the worm. We don't need to do the worm. I wonder if the craw would still be getting bit right now. Drop shot was not getting bit this morning, and drop shot is getting bit every cast now. I'm telling you, these fish are stacked. Right there, we got another one. Oh. So insane, man. Drop shot, baby. Doesn't even need the fountain to be on. We do that. Top of the mouth. Look at that. Robo worm hanging out of his mouth. Dude, this is so fun. I have not been on a bass sleigh fest in, I mean, a largemouth bass sleigh fest. I've been on some smallie sleigh fests lately, but largemouth, dude, no, it's been a minute. And we're gonna keep trying to get this underwater release down. Ow. See ya. He didn't even let go. He just opened his mouth and chomped down again.
Well, after that, the bite just straight up died. I couldn't get anything else on the drop shot. I threw the craw back out, nothing. I threw a rooster tail back out, nothing. I threw worms back out and still didn't get anything. And it wasn't until I was pretty much getting ready to leave that we finally got something to end off the video.
Oh my gosh, all I had to do was just reel it in just a little bit. Oh, that's amazing. They really wanted something moving, I guess. Because this was sitting here for a minute, nothing. Reel in the worm just to get it in front of the other bass. Here comes this dude. I think this is the fattest, possibly heaviest of the day. So, nice one to end a video on. Oh, I wonder how long he was by it. And as soon as I start moving it, boom. Well, when nothing else get it done, worms do. Definitely not as fun as fishing like a drop shot or something, but not a bad little fish to end the day. So, sweet. Okay, geez. Kind of unexpected day. We were really hoping that this spillway was going to turn on. Never did. So what can you do? But thank you guys so much for watching anyway. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. As always, I'll see y'all next week.